Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you much for clicking on this video and thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. Guys, I come to you full face because I've been waiting and waiting to do a look like this. I initially thought it was going to be like a burgundy kind of wine look. It's giving black girl vamp, okay? I don't think I've done color this intense before, and if I have, it's been a long time. This I love. Hair maybe not so much, but this I love. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, please continue watching. I'll see you at the end. Yeah, we decided to go a bit of crimp today, so bear with us. Would have loved if it was longer. Anyway, for those that are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Maria, okay? I'm introducing myself now, like, who am I? And I love to do beauty content, okay? I may throw a little vlog here and there. But anyway, to my fam, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate you all. So, I haven't actually necessarily picked out the palettes that I may use today. So one particular product that I will use from nyxcosmetics, this is the Color Fix Matte waterproof matte liquid pigment that you can use for eyes, lips and cheeks, and the shade of this is called Real Love. It's a very reddy burgundy kind of shade, and depending on the type of base that you use will determine how deep the shade is, but I am going to incorporate eyeshadows to kind of give it more body, full-bodied wine. Okay, so far the only palette of choice today is the Natasha Denona Dreams palette. I do have retro, but because of where it's located, the vault, the access is very limited and I just can't right now. I've got the likes of this shade here that will give us, or this one here, that will give us that depth that we want, and obviously we can start off with transitioning from this shade right here. I'm gonna put a base on. I'm gonna use the, again, the nyxcosmetics Color Fix Nudes, and this is in shade Nude 6. Should have done this before, to be honest. Just bear with me, guys, okay? And look how that blended out. It's so easy. I'm going to use this brush, very minimal remnants of powder on it, just to kind of go over so that when I apply the next shade, this is going to act like my lids basically. That's why I wanted to set it so that there's no mixing of colors, if that makes sense. It's all part of science. I don't know how to explain it. This is what it looks like. Why am I nervous? I'm slightly nervous and I don't know why. This is a Morphe 502 brush. This one is the Morphe and Ariel brush A20. My one is a bit worse for wear. So we're going to use this first to apply, like move things around, and then we'll use this one to blend out. That being said, I can't help but transition. I need to transition. I'm gonna go into my Makeup by Mario palette and I'm going to use like these shades, this shade and this shade, to lighten the brow bone. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into this shade and this shade for a light transition. It may get covered, but it's just the reassurance that it's there. Now we can go into the color fix of it all. Try not to blink as well because you just end up transferring too much. So I'm just going to start creating the shade, because this dries down, okay? Just like the nudes that we used to prep the lids. So as that's doing that, I'm getting my next brush and just start working the edges. Okay, moving it. I'm gonna use a shadow on top to further intensify the wine. It's drying down, it's blending, it's doing all the things. So I'm just using whatever's left on the brush just to kind of make this place a bit more deeper, and then just blend. So my recommendation when using this type of eyeshadow pigment or liquid, any liquid eyeshadow, always start at the bottom especially if it's going all over the lid, always start at the lowest part of the direction that you're going when blending. So if you're doing a cut crease, I would start just slightly here so that you can blow out and blend out. If you're starting on the outer corner, just start at the lower part here and then use that to blend out. I hope I'm making sense. That's how I've been able to maneuver this type of eyeshadow pigment. Just want to make sure that when I open my eyes, you can still see the color here, but we are going to go into some eyeshadow. If you feel you're not too sure, you can always put it at the back of your hand, or if you have like a dish like my Eloise, and I'll be very careful when using it not to open your eyes too wide because it will just transfer here and it'll just be hard to blend. You might have to start all over again. And these pigments or these liquid mattes, they dry down quite fast, so you kind of have to do one eye at a time. Again, you don't have to set. I really want the black of this because it'll be so nice. I mean, you could just leave it like this, liner if you need to, deepen it with a black shadow, but that's not what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna grab my Natasha Denona palette. So I got this brush here. It's like a flat, wide, fluffy packer brush. It's from Peaches and Cream and it's in the shade. It's in the style PC30, and I'm going to use a shade called Instinct. I think it's one of those cream to powder ones, and this is it here. So you can see it's almost the same shade as what we've just used. Consider this as like we're setting. Tap that shade on. It's stunning. Get that previous brush that we used to blend out the edges and just make sure there are no harsh lines, even though they're almost the same shade, but you just never know. With that same brush, I'm going to go into Edgy. As you can see, it's a bit more of an eggplant, deep purpley shade, the cream to powder, and I'm going to start in the inner corner. I mean, it's giving depth. Okay, it's getting there, it's getting there. Ooh, look at that. Compared to this side, yeah, it's giving that depth. Oh, this is stunning. I'm gonna grab this Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, grab the shade here, and we're gonna use that to kind of clean as well as lightly add a bit more transition. Do you see how it's a bit softer? Just to clean it up a bit. Going back into Natasha Denona, and I'm gonna pick this matte shadow called Aspiration. I'm gonna flip it over because our last one we used was a cream. I don't know if you guys can see the consistency of this one here is a cream shadow, and we're just going to add a bit more depth in this inner corner. It's almost giving black. Tap that on there and go back into Edgy, which is this cream powder one. I flipped it over, by the way, and just meet it at the end. And if you're really feeling the feels, you can go into the Blackest Black and like just tickle it a little bit. It's gonna go to the Blackest Black, and that's what it's literally called. Dust that off. I'm just going to just add that extra drama because this black is very pigmented. This was not how this was supposed to go, but we are here now. Trust the process. Very edgy, very grungy. Okay, should I do my face on camera? I wish I could talk to you guys. You know what, I'll do my face and then I will come back because I'm going to use a deep plummy blush anyway. So when we get to that stage, I'll come back and show you guys what everything's looking like. But yeah, it's gonna look cute. Don't worry, okay? See you guys in a bit.
Keep my hand in the fire. Won't learn my lesson till I let it burn, but never lose my desire. Had it from the moment that I felt my first love. I knew I'd never get enough of you. I'll take the risk like I'm bulletproof. Shots in my heart, but it bleeds the truth. A part of every little thing I do, like a tattoo. like a tattoo. I'll always have you. Like a tattoo. Just like a tattoo. I'll always have you. My inhibitions fade away. Can't think with my head, my gut won't let me change.
So guys, I'm back, and yes, I did include how I applied my base, and the base is doing a lot. With the concealers that I used, chef's kiss. As I said, I'm going to use a burgundy wine blush, so I thought the only way to make this make sense is use obviously the nyxcosmetics blush. So this is the nyxcosmetics Yummy Skin blush, and I have this in a shade Dancing Queen. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush. This is a PC21 brush. I'm just going to saturate, and you can place this on top of your creams as well as on top of a set face, but we're going to apply it underneath, and I'm just going to bring it higher up. Apply all up in here and just bring it to the forefront. And this is the Jaclyn Hill blurring cheek tint in the shade Plush Berry. I just want to add a bit more depth to this shade. Did that work? A little bit. It kind of acted like a contour-ish. That's kind of what I wanted anyway. And this kind of like self sets as well, so it's just dramatic, I know. So we're gonna allow that to do what it needs to do. I am gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face, and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you guys in a sec. So my lovelies, I am back, and this is what the face is giving. Was we supposed to? Maybe not, but are we here? Yes, we are. Okay, so for the lips, the lips was a bit, wasn't too sure. And plus I didn't want to use what I use on the lids. I didn't want to use it on my lips because I feel like that pink would have been a bit too much. I went into the MAC X Tiana Taylor lip liner, and this is Night Moth. This was limited edition, but you can get this in the original MAC range of lip liners in the shade Night Moth as well. And then I went into the Kiko Velvet Passion matte lipstick. So the shade is called Velvet Passion. I used this years ago on one of my older videos, and I thought, you know what, let's just bring her out, and she's giving depth, honey. Because I wanted a bit of that powdery matte look, because even though it's matte, it was getting a bit too satin. I went into the Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in Oh Lady from MAC. Don't know if the shade is available anymore, guys, but that's what it looks like. And I just kind of went in, and this would definitely give matte. This is the look, guys. This is the look for this evening. It's giving vampy. It's giving, I'm innocent, but I don't know what it's giving. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. On a normal day, I'll probably go nude with the lips, I'm not gonna lie, or with a bit of pink. And other than that, nothing else to report here. Is this a look that you will replicate? You don't necessarily have to use the products that I use today. As soon as we hit autumn, I've been waiting to do this type of eye look, and yeah. Anyway, my lovelies, thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. For those that are new here, you are very welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and also like this video. And if you want to, you know, recreate it, save this video to your playlist. And for my fam, thank you so much for coming back and watching your girl. I really do appreciate you all for your support and your lovely comments as well. So I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys in my next video.